Hey, is this thing on? Can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's where we can kick it. Everything is going down. They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo, on the weekends, Roy Anthony.
What it do? What it do? I told y'all I was coming back. Thanks. That's my boy Big Ski. Always got the opening song for me. Man, it's an honor to be back in front of everybody. Let me always get my shades. This time, I'm in Kansas City, Missouri. Yes, and boy, did I go on an adventure. This weekend, I got some stuff to share with y'all. And before I continue, I am comedian Roy Anthony. This is Welcome to the Roy Anthony Show, which I am a platform of the WO Entertainments, that's WO Entertainments, professional comedians, based really with a lot of military. You know, you'll find that I'm always, if I speak highly of anything, it'll be the military. I'm always sitting up here, always just grateful, just so much I want to talk about today. And I take every subject that I do seriously. This is an hour out of your day. And I just want you to know is that I am really, really sincere at just being always honest. Not scared of comments, not none of that. You know, if you have any comments, please come on. WO Entertainment says, see you, man, that's that military look. That's our head producer, Redneck Pimp. Always give shout outs to my producers like Goose, Mr. Redneck Pimp, Richie King, all to especially my associate producer, this is Jennifer, but we call her Blue Phoenix. And she has been off today. So sometimes if things stumble and stuff, because I want her to know that my prayers and anybody who's listening to me, I want your prayers to go out to Jennifer, which is Blue Phoenix, because she's been fighting a rare cancer and she's such a warrior. And she just had chemo and was still ready to, like, Roy, if you need any help. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna ask. I told her, yeah, I didn't make a request. I want her to get some rest. Because, you know, Roy Anthony's gonna be Roy Anthony. She keeps me, you know, grounded. As y'all can see, I'm a black man. You know, the platform that I work with is of all races. Oh, and they told me that Sayo is Cherokee meaning hello. Hey, hello, Carrie Wilcox. She's in the house. She said hello. What's up with you, Miss Wilcox? Pleasure that you're coming on. Anybody wants to leave comments? The WO Entertainment is blowing it up. There's military people from all over. It's not just based on military. These are talented people. These are not just some guys who just got out the service. These guys know how to make things work. And I'm gonna let y'all know, man, I had some serious, you know, I get tired of hearing the media. So, you know, I'm born and raised in the city, And most of my life has been in Los Angeles or on Quindaro, Kansas City, Kansas. Most of my married life, my kid life, and then back to Long Beach since the early 90s. And, you hear, like I would hear stuff like, hey, man, you're going to come down to Mississippi or Memphis. And I'd be like, I'm not going down there because I'm scared, not scared because I can't never say I'm scared, but concerned with the racial tensions and stuff that the media show. So this past weekend, I was in Memphis, Tennessee, and I talked with blacks and whites. I just came not talking about some views or anything. Just, hey, how you doing? Go and give me some gas. Hey, I walk in front of somebody. I said, excuse me, pardon. He said, oh, no problem there, buddy. And I didn't pick up on the racism. Went down to Mississippi. I was there for about an hour because Memphis had ran out of Remy Martin. So I had to drive down to Mississippi. I have a guide, and we went down there, and it took us like 20 minutes to get there. I was at a store, and, seemed to look like, what they portray on TV, them good old boys and all that, right? It was like, matter of fact, I was there to the door first, so I held the door and I walked in, but I held the door for them. And the guy was like, hey, well, good looking there, man. And I'm like, man, we wasn't prejudiced towards each other. We wasn't prejudiced at all. Now, when we consider racism is a terminology that when you call a person a racist, it's from the terminology of racism, which meaning that they have the power to throw you in prison or give you death. That's racist. Because I know some whites and some Latinos, and they don't have the power to throw me in jail. You can call just like anybody else and hope that the police take me, but they don't have the power to arrest me or put me in jail, or, some people can kill you. But media drives this. Now, what I will, though, because I said that we're on today's topics, and sometimes it may be a little edgy, but if you're sensitive to your ears, then you should check off. Because when you have the power to kill or imprison, and there's no questions asked, I can kill you and go home and eat some cornflakes and watch some old Jerry Springer shows and get ready to go to work the next day. Oh, well, I have held the law. Well, a lot of people, I've seen officers try to build themselves up. If you've been in LA County jail, I've been there. They got John Wayne pictures, and they worship John Wayne. But John Wayne had a motto that said that if a man shot another man in the back, he's a yellow-bellied coward. So I had to dig up and research. When I hear certain terminologies, I look it up, and I found out a yellow belly is a snake that since it's on the ground so much, even though he's dark on top, his stomach is yellow. So John Wayne was saying that you're a snake and a coward if you shoot a person in the back. All whites aren't racist. Blacks and Latinos and Asians can't be racist. They can work as puppeteers to a racist person. And I'm coming to a point like the shooting up in North Carolina. Now, it seemed like a never-ending story. I know a lot of my white brothers, sisters, they don't know what was going on because the police don't do it in their neighborhood. Because so before these cell phones, it was just a theory. We telling you, but they don't want to believe it. Richard Pryor and them was talking about it. They showed on. They thought we were just making it up. Now, when you see the videos, this goes all over the U.S. Now it was 10 white officers that shot this man in his back, in his car with his hands, just blatantly shooting him. Like I seen something like, I seen something like the Gauntlet from the Clint Eastwood movie. They tore up that bus he was riding out. Well, entertainment said every race can be racist, but that's where I differ, because we can be prejudiced, but not racist. Remember, racist comes from the word racism. That means that you got control to put another race in prison or death. Richie, Redneck Pimp don't have that type of power. Goose don't have that type of power. Blue Phoenix don't have that type of power. Roy Anthony definitely don't have that power. We can be prejudiced, but we can't be racist. It's impossible because we don't have that power. We can call the police. That's why they can call 911. You can call the police on something and hope that the police do something, because that's where it falls. Now, if 10 police officers took to kill a black man, now it's not because we can't say, we try to say, well, it could have been anybody. But I seen the police with the dude shot at the SWAT from his house. They beanbagged, bam. He was shooting at him. He's alive. He's eating his meals in the jail cell. This dude is getting a warrant for, I don't know what aggravated drug sales is. You better take this drug. You better take this. But soon as the outcry comes on, we get this. This is what we get. Now look at my man. the brother, wait, I gotta go back. We gotta go back. I gotta go back. My man here is, if you see my brother right here, he's like, I don't know why they got me up here. You see, this should have been established where we have a relationship. You see the relationship after a certain scenario happened. Now I kind of feel like he was like, "Hey, Alpha, we need to stay up here with the chief." You're like, for what? You know, we done killed one of them black guys down there, and 10 of them. What? Yeah, we need you to stand up here so we can fix this conflict. We need to stand up here. Look at his face. He don't want to be up there, man. Because it's hypocrisy. There's a black police officer who shot a white guy. He's doing 24 years up in the prison. That's the truth. You can dig it up. Everything that I talked to you about, I researched it. Now, I'm not saying that we don't, that's not the truth. We're talking about tyranny. See, let me show you something. I'm making a point. Let's look at this crowd. They're working together. They're saying, we don't understand this. It's not just white women, it's white men all around, it's black guys. And I want to show this particular picture. I do agree with the sayings, what the guy have on his shirt. I believe in that saying, Black Lives Matter. I just don't believe in the organization, because it shouldn't be a particular corporation. It should be where, hey, Frank Parr said, I agree, gotta quit trying to put a black face on Leo every time there's a black issue. We are all one. That's the point. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Frank. What? Okay. So Derek Chauvin was all on the national news every day. It seemed like it was like an O.J. Simpson, which I didn't want to see that because our society was like, oh, this rich black man killed this white woman, this white dude. But Timothy McVeigh, a week after the murder of O.J. Simpson, killed 150 something people with a U-Haul filled with manure to make carbon, some type of bombs, the military know I'm talking about. Killed 156 people. But that didn't have no way to overrule O.J. Simpson. I can give a fuck about I get 5, they told me I get 5 F-bombs per show. I get 5 F-bombs per show. Okay, I'm gonna use my first one. I don't give a fuck about no O.J. Simpson. And that I was worried about the 50-something babies that died in this terrorist act back then. But soon as some propaganda gets up, we want to pull a puppeteer. He don't speak for me. Ask me. That's why I got this show. For instance, that's coming from it'll be white with devil doc. Only color that matters is red. The blood will all shed for this country. And I totally believe that. I say it in one of my jokes. I used to say, I don't have no time to be racist. Which Davis, what up, family? That's my boy. That's my family, Long Beach. See, I don't have no time. See, I used to say in my comedy, if I was in a car accident, I'm not gonna be looking at through no comatose eyes, trying to figure out whose blood I'm getting. I need blood. It's not. I might not even get the blood that matches my blood. I adjust to. I may have a terrible itch and everything, but I got blood. If it's a white man's blood, okay, all of a sudden I got a taste for mayonnaise. Wear garlic and sweaters around my neck. I get some Latino blood, what I'm saying? I'm drinking tecates and I need some ceviche on my tacos and I'm trying to get the lady, senorita, hola, senorita, can you make me some ceviche, I get some old black South blood in me from one of them black folks way down in Mississippi. All of a sudden, I know to cook pigtails and all that stuff, right? Yeah, okay. WO said like hot food. Now, this is the part this gets me. I want to see if anybody understands. I got a roll. You keep preaching the brother, red only color that mattered. That part. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate it. I know some people came on through the lunch break and, it's the West Coast is waking up, still at work, but they just not getting there. Now, this picture is crazy to me. And it's not because this picture is just taken yesterday. Hey, Lady Frank, man, God bless you, bro. You have a wonderful day, man. Looking forward to seeing you Thursday too. This picture bothers me, y'all. You know why this picture bothers me? Because for some uncanny reason, it makes me feel like he got a knife at a gunfight. He has a bullhorn. Now, everybody don't let him preach. You got the hands covered, but because that way they know how to grab that gun if they have to. Got bulletproof vests. Dude got a bullhorn with a Scooby-Dooby-Doo. This brother got a Scooby-Dooby-Doo t-shirt with a bullhorn that you get at the 99-cent store with his fist up. I ain't knocking him for that. I could see his throwback. I can feel him on that. But what I don't understand is the police behind him it seems too much authority. What is tyranny? Thomas Jefferson said that when the people feared the government, that is tyranny. When the government feared the people, that is liberty. We have so many of our veterans that comes back. It hurts my feelings that they had to come back and they find themselves committing suicide and all of this. And then you think about it, put yourself in their shoes. They go over to other countries to fight the tyranny acts of the people there, because if they let that get away, then it's going to spread to here. They come back feeling good. They defended our country from evils unaware and all that, to come back and they right in the middle of the same nest. Wow. At this time, man, I just want to take a time to let one of my producers, the head producer, come on and stuff. Mr. Richard King, I always, love him very much and stuff. And I always let him speak on my show. This the producer of the show. You give it up. But man, this is my man, Redneck Pimp.
I'm a professional comedian and I like to tell jokes. And I'm going to give you an old joke this time. You probably heard it. Then you may not have. I learned this joke long time ago. And so it goes something like this. Two of the old boys looking for work. Wasn't very bright, didn't have very many skills. They said, well, we got to do something. We want to contribute somehow. So they went down to the recruiter's office. They want to join the military. First old boy goes up to the recruiter. He says, recruiter says, well, what can you do? What's your skills? He goes, I'm not very bright. Can't do a whole lot. I can pilot. Recruiter said, you're a pilot? He said, yeah. Wow, we need pilots. Come on in. Have a seat. Wait for your friend. See what he's got to offer. He's sitting there waiting. Well, he's anxious, because he's got a job. Second old boy goes up. The recruiter says, what's your skills? What's your job? What are you good at? And he thought for a minute. He goes, well, I'm not very bright. I don't have much to do. I'm a woodcutter. Recruiter's like, woodcutter? Buddy, we don't need woodcutters anymore in the military. If that's all you got, I'm sorry, I can't take you. Old boy said, well, you took my friend. Recruiter said, well, he's a pilot. Old boy said, well, he can't pilot if I don't cut it. That's a little cheesy, I know, but old joke have been recycled. You heard it before. I'm sorry if you hadn't. Enjoy it. Listen, if you want to see more of our comedy, go to comedywvets.us on Facebook, comedywvets.us. Look for upcoming shows. Meet some other comedians. Check us out at Whoa Entertainment. That's Whoa, W-O Entertainment. On Facebook also, Comedy Invasion. Look for our upcoming shows on there. I'm Redneck Pimp. Also, you can catch us at Tuesday evenings at 5 to 7. 5 to 7. You can catch us at evenings on the podcast on Whoa Entertainment on Facebook. We talk about veteran issues and deal with veteran suicide. Tune on those sites if you will. Give us a like, and I'll keep adding more comments on here. And give a like on my Facebook too, or on YouTube. Go to Facebook and type in Redneck Pimp. Go on, scroll down, and
Well, he don't mind me taking him off. You don't publicity. He's probably like, well, no. His whole family, I love them and respect them. If you was to see us in public, that's my head producer. He accepts me for me. I accept him for him. He's laughing out loud there but I've learned stuff from him. He's really, really spiritual because he's really Native American mixed with all types of stuff. You see, he got the Greek beard. He was an MMA champion. But his heart is golden. I got much respect for him. What's up, Michael Netherly, man? Look, and mentioning Michael Netherly, he's in. This Thursday, I have a special guest. He's a musical talent. I mean, it's an honor because he's a legend in the West Coast. And what I've been trying to do is that he's also a veteran. Matter of fact, I want to read his credits. This is my guest this coming Thursday because I want to be around people, and I'm trying to be where we can network. If I'm the barrier, because I'm not worried about comments. I'm gonna say what I feel is truthful. I'm a stand-up comedian, so you catch my shows. You can see my shows if you want to. I should be putting my banner through right now. Comedian Roy Anthony, you believe that? Through the Wall Entertainment. We also, but I want to show where you can go on my website, royanthonylive.com. You can submit bookings and stuff like that. This is my Roy Anthony podcast where I can talk, I make up, I laugh and everything. When I do my stand-ups and stuff and people's paying, I got to give you a show. I still use that logic. But my guest this Thursday is Michael J. Netherly Sr. Everybody in the hip hop world knows him as Rockbox. It's ROCBOX. He's CEO of Rhyme Rocker Entertainment, performer, mentor, actor, promoter, publishing artist, and I can vouch for all of them. He's a Desert Storm veteran, president of Tenant Council at Cabrillo in Long Beach, California for Veterans, chairman of Veteran Council at City Heart. And so I told him about Wall Entertainment, and he was like, "Oh man, Roy, man, I had never seen he was like." No, he didn't do that, but he was hyped. And I told him a lot about Redneck Pimp, and I told him about Goose. And this is, look here. Like I usually was playing videos, y'all, but I'm thinking about that because they still kept one of my episodes. They got something locked up because we showed the video, just trying to honor somebody. So I've been careful about what I upload and everything. I'm still trying to get the line very straight. Some people are like, "Oh, just talk over the video. Just talk real loud." Like, man, that takes away the purpose. But they eventually let us go on because sometimes people want us to listen to the BS and don't want to hear the truth, because that's what it says, that word of God, that people will believe a lie before they believe the truth. That's just what it is. Sorry, I got some comments. I bring them in on Tuesday night. That's Rockbox has left his thing. I'm sorry, I had my comment things off, and I don't want nobody to think that I dodge any comment. Now, what I did, I put some rules on through my page, but you know what I'm saying? But Wall Entertainment said I bring him on Tuesday night. It's laugh for loud. Mike said, "You crazy." Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to keep it 100 from the West Coast to the East Coast, North and South. I got some, I love my brothers and my sisters. Don't get me wrong. We ain't talking about no fake stuff. These are people who've come together in entertainment, and I'm doing this, been networking. And I've never changed up. I'm being me. I don't come around white people like, "Hey, how you doing? This is Roy." I don't do that. I don't go around my brothers like, "Man, I don't talk like that. I be myself." And like he said, Wolf said, "And sometimes truth is stranger than lies." You see that philosophy? And sometimes truth is stranger than lies. Just like I tell people, I'm not scared. If the Lord is my strength and my salvation, who shall I be afraid? If the Lord is my strength, who should I fear? For when my enemies, even though wicked ones and my foes, they all come together to eat of my flesh, they stumble and they fall. Hey, watch out now. Looking forward to interviewing with you Thursday. Thanks, Mike. Matter of fact, Let me show y'all one of his. Can I show? He doesn't even know I was going to show this. I do have your permission to show your, because I don't need this podcast to be taken down, Mike. I'm about to show one of his stuff, man, because my man is good. Let's do it with it.
Dallas, Mesquite, Garland, Fort Worth, Funky Town, you know what I'm saying? Lancaster. I could go on. Man, when I say I've been around Texas. Around Texas. Because I was doing everything I'm doing out here, I was doing out there.
Yeah, what up, y'all? Ryan Rocky Entertainment, Wise Guys Global, Fathers of Hip Hop, Hillside Entertainment, always been family. Somebody tell me something at the end of the day, good or bad, they always got something to say. I heard you talk, I heard you bark, I even heard you roar. You were talking to somebody else, so what I'm responding for? What? That he say, she say, man, ain't that G-Way coming from the shoulders, dumping boulders, man, games that we play, damn right the world is mine. Hell yeah, I grind. Say deuces to excuse me, don't die, Alice whole damn time. What? Now you know, are you ready to play? Excuses good for those who make them hell anyway. One of the last ones left. Yeah. Represent that West. A man not been doing this. You have Similac on your breath. What? Ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. It's them distractions. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. It's them distractions. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. It's them distractions. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. It's them distractions. They talking secrets, hate it or love it, never thinking of it unless they the subject. You're out of line, you out of pocket, man, you out of place. The one you was talking about while we all up in their face. Let me flip that, trip that. You spit, hell I spit back. What? You best to get back. Got a whole team always with that. You did it, I done it. Time to keep it 100. Feel like I done vomit. Make me sick to my stomach. What you say? We heard them whispers. Let me stay a step ahead. Won't live my life on what somebody said. Distractions will come and distractions will go. It's our plan, God's plan, or what your purpose for.
Yep. That's my group. That's my guest this Thursday. Honorable Rock Box legend in this game. Not only does he protect our country, so the entertainment. So I don't mind going to his concerts. So the security be slipping too. Some of them rappers be out there pretending games. You know what I'm saying? My man fought in Desert Storm. Just like my man Goose and Rich King. I don't know what wars they was in. I do know that they qualified. That's Mike Netherly's Rock Box Dramatics. And you see, they put their filming in. We take the art, all of the Long Beach crews, and Compton crews, and get with everybody. And all we want to do is stretch our brand out. I understand he's going to be in Chicago coming this weekend, man, and you know he's doing it. Everything that he said in his publisher, Arthur, I've seen him. I've been on the video shoots with him, Greenleaf, Big Ski, Big Hank, nephew Michael. I hope I'm saying that right, nephew Michael. Michael's in the U.S. Army. That's what he just sent me. He was in the U.S. Army. It's an honor because we have a lot of talents. We have a lot of talents, man. Now, I want to get on a subject that I heard by Goose. You hear me talk about Goose, and I was like, I was confused. I was like, Goose said that April 24th, it was something about men was organizing, I guess, to ambush women. I said, man, what the hell? Are you really that bombarded? Are you fucking that uncivilized? You live in a country, nephew, that's right, nephew Michael, okay. But we live in a country which we feel that we're the most civilized in any country in the world. But some of y'all are gotten too comfortable that you starting to have barbaric ideas. It's bad enough, it hurt my feelings. Not too long ago, I think about a week or two ago, I seen somebody has been going around in New York just stealing on elderlies and run. You ran because you know that was cowardly in the first place. Second, you know that any decent person out there, let Goose been out there and seen it, you getting an ass whooping. Here's my second F-bomb. He's gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna drop my third F-bomb. Me and anybody who I know is gonna fuck you up. Now I dropped my 3 F-bombs. I got 2 more, 25 more minutes. You going out here now, all of a sudden, we setting a date to jump on women. I'm gonna tell you, I have a mother, a daughter, 2 daughters. I have some sisters. I have a niece. I have some cousins and all that. Now I tell the women in our family, don't you ever let a man put their hands on you, because I don't get involved in your relationships. It's all right to debate and all that, but when you start putting your hands on a woman, I can't condone that at all. Now I don't get into people's business, but like that brother in Cleveland, he heard a woman screaming and he didn't want to go intervene to find out this woman had been kidnapped for 5 years. Someone told me if God made anything better than a woman, he kept it for himself. Ooh, that sent chills up my spine. When people's talking about abusing women, who had you? I wouldn't care if your mother abused you or left you. Somebody knew to tell. Now all of a sudden you want to just hurt women. I've never understood that. One of my friends one time he didn't tell, he know I'm a big advocate about the abuse of women and children. And his wife said, tell him how you slapped me. I said, what? I looked at him and he couldn't look me in the face. Because for real. Now I pushed him off of me. I had to grab a wrist because I ain't taking a second smack. Now I done turned my cheek. I grabbed the wrist. Come on now, I'm trying to leave. But there's no point in time. Because how in the world are you going to say you call yourself a man if you're hitting women? And now you make up a date. Yeah, a real man was waiting for you. That one didn't work. We was waiting for you. Wo said that must have been the people that think it's okay to marry little girls, sickos. That part. Here it is. We got little kids constantly. I wish I could show. I said I'm not showing no videos until I know I have proof, and I'm waiting. So that's why I'm ad-libbing and talking more, because I want to. Me and Blue Phoenix have ideas, but once again, I want y'all to pray for her because she's gone chemo, and she means a lot, to me, and to apparently to the Woe Entertainment, because they be using Messenger and my phone just be blinging all night long. Bing, 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 bling, bing. I be like, good God. Hitting Blue Phoenix up 24s. But man, we got a message praying. You spelled it with a U, Mike, but I know he meant praying. He's praying Blue Phoenix and stuff, and we all are. And that's sincerely from my heart and stuff. I don't wish nothing like cancer on anybody. Not one person would I wish that up on. And we know so many of our family members who have fought through that, and yet they still persevere. And I thank God for people like that. I can't understand when people would abuse or think to abuse women like you ain't had no mothers. Black Eyed Peas said something like that, didn't they? Black Eyed Peas came up with you act like you ain't had no mom. I tease you a lot, 'cause I got you on the spot. Welcome back. Hey. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Roy, why are you welcoming me back? From where? I ain't been nowhere.
Well, I wasn't welcoming you back from nowhere. I was just thought it was a good song to sing to you,
What?
What?
What you know about that? Hey, what you know about that? Hey, I know all about that.
Yeah, I want to show something about, it seemed like the video because of streaming or whatever, but I want to show something about I love my moms. Now, we was talking about Blue Phoenix. Says she's great people and an asset to Woe Entertainment. We was talking about Blue Phoenix. And Blue Phoenix, she's a mother. Now, putting her business out there, she been through, she was in a abusive relationship, but she's a soldier, a true soldier though, for real. She's a veteran. Shows a comparison. Women could kill you in 3 seconds. And you'd be like, just died. And that's what we be doing with, and any man, if you got to take out aggression, I mean, some people, everybody get irritated. And then I'll say the kids, man, let me tell you something. I'm a kid at heart. I wish I had a Willy Wonka chocolate factory and stuff. I tell them, hey, had the Whoopers and all that, get the little hard-headed kid. He done sit up there and fell into the jelly bowl thing and whoop, roll him out of here. But man, kids, they're innocent. They gonna tell you what they want to say. See, when we start getting used to be able to talk to each other, that's where it starts with me. You know, I have a lot of military partners who say, bro, I got your back, from the West Coast throughout the Midwest. Went down the South, met people. I said I was going to start doing my podcast. Right now, I'm in Kansas City, Missouri. Thursday, I might be in St. Louis, or I might go to no. Thursday, I might be in Cameron, Missouri. I'm gonna be at the producer's house, at his house, and do it. It's just hard, and he lives out there where Paul Revere and them haven't even went through there yet. I might have to do it by the McDonald's 5 miles before you get to his house. Cause you gotta ride an ox to where he stay at. Shoot, you be tearing up your axles. If you got a car, you might as well make that a disposable. It ain't gonna ride the same. But I think everybody who's coming in on the Roy Anthony show, we're gonna have more polished stuff. We have more videos. We have some funny situations. Like I said, my associate producer, as she gets better, our show gets better. You know, Mike said Johnny Applebee's and stuff. I don't know what he said with mouth, but I know all the brothers is listening. Some of the people know that I'm going to keep it 100. We can agree to debate. One time, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a scenario. Is that one time, Richie Redneck Pimp, I was on his show, and he had some observations that he had. It was about blacks. And one, he said, man, seemed like they be bad, they be like, I'm bad and everything. First, I was like, he sounded like he was from the 70s or something. Like he sounded like the dude from the Kung Fu movie, Enter the Dragon. Remember Jim Kelly? He's like, man, you come straight out of a comic book. I think I want to leave your island because I'm a bad man. That's how Richie was making it sound. Like I said, for one, man, when them brothers said it like that, it's because we had to live in them neighborhoods where money that's not coming through. And when you got you can take a hungry animal. Bears, my brother lives in Florida. Them bears be so hungry, they will come and open up your front door. If they can't get it open, they ring the doorbell. Literally, you open up the doorbell like, hey, I'm coming in here. Move. I know you're scared of me. I'm going to your refrigerator. I need some of this and that. Oh, Johnny Appleseeds. That's what, yeah. Mike, he's talking about you, Mr. Redneck Pimp. He said, yeah, it says Johnny Appleseed. Now I get it. He out there like that too, man. But bears, animals are hungry. Animals get hungry. Before I always continue every day, I like the munchies. I like popcorn, so I always get Poppin' Barbie's popcorn. You can order it, poppinbarbie.com. I mess with her. I eat her popcorn. Her popcorn make me it be tasting so good, man. That's about the only thing I could do. I've been trying to learn and stuff. I just don't want to learn it too well because every time, the police stop me, I was going to bring out my moniker. The police stop me and be like, what? He say, sorry. I'll be like, at least you see my hands. But I better not because they shoot me for playing harmonica. So he was doing nothing but it was that last note made me trigger. But Woe Entertainment, which is the platform that Roy show comes on. Ain't pushing it. You know, as far as like trying to get more view, you know, more hours and all that. I like my Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. on the Midwest, which is 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. in the East. See, I'm in working hours, you know, and so I just want to let the women know, not only just my sisters, all women. Well, all women are diamonds to me. I'm a single man, but I like, you know, I have an interest. But I refuse to put them out there like that, because as soon as I do, next thing you know, they break up and I done put it on a relationship. So I leave it like it is. Thursday, I'm so looking forward to visiting with Mike. He's going to stay on with me for that hour. We're going to talk on some of these comments. If you want to be a guest, reach out to me, because we just don't let anybody come on. If you know, we prefer that you watch it through the Woe Entertainment on Facebook, or you go through the Roy Anthony show and stuff. And if you want to see real comedy, it's going to make you, you know, butt gut laugh, you know, you can look me up, go to my website, you can book me on there, leave an email, anything. And then I work with people like Rich. Richie is really good. He does a lot of impressions, and you know, and my man Goose is best MC. I'll be watching Goose on TikTok. You can catch Goose on TikTok. And he's such a philosopher that he's not a philosopher. If you ask him, he's not a philosopher, but he's a philosopher. I'll be watching him on TikTok. He be having me laughing because he be serious. He be in his van with you can see the kids baby seat in the back. You're like, damn, I'm a family man. What the hell is this? And we definitely having, man, Richie is always going to be a guest. That's why I'm always showing a little video. Now, all comics, if you're a comic, you're a singer, you think you can sing, you know, I don't know. I don't measure people up. Submit it to me. Submit us, reach out, and we will definitely give you a chance. A lot of people's watching this. A lot of different people have their platforms where you watch it through the different Facebooks or the YouTube. I am Roy Anthony. I just want people to start, since the last minutes, I like to do an oratory, which I've been talking most of the time because I get to talk for an hour. If we can just try to communicate, like my man said earlier, I want to make sure I say his name correctly. His name was Frank Posh, and he has a good theory, which is he only sees red. No, and it's not no Crip and blood, no gang banging. Shit, he was talking about the blood. Martin Luther King said, "Don't judge me by my race or my creed, my religious preferences. Judge me by the contents of my character." That means getting to know me. You don't drink beer and I drink beer, well, we know something about each other. Get to know each other, communicate. There's believe it or not, there's blacks in neighborhoods that won't even still talk because deep-rooted situations from gang banging, and then there's whites that's going through it. You know, we just had somebody where Richie had to let one of the fellas go. I'm not gonna, put the name out like that, but because he seemed to be sabotaging. And if anybody knows about sabotaging, it's military people, so I sure didn't question it. Roy's too busy trying to do Roy. But I do have an open platform to where we want to communicate. Now, if I say something that's going to get on somebody or they offended, hey, It comes with the territory. You know, I'm already been pissed that my first episode was halted because they know good and well they could have edited that part off and then released it. But they don't want us to be woke up about certain things. And that's where my fourth F-bomb comes in, is to the people who wants the power over public stuff that I see free on this other one. If it's free for them, it should be free to me. And I say, fuck that. Video got interrupted because we're you know, because I'm saying something, you know. I mean, the powers to be. But anyway, I dropped only 4 F-bombs. I was gonna make the 5th one count, or I might not even use the 5th one, because I'm gonna take this amount of time to thank God. If y'all know what I've been through, I see my man Gospel is in The World Is Full of Chaos. Me and Doc knows, I've been knowing him, we wrote a song back in the days called The World Is Full of Chaos. And that was back in 92, 93. And it holds to this day. And it's chaotic. You don't think it can get no worse, and it seems like it is. But don't you fret, though. You stay encouraged and in good cheer. Please don't let nothing that this world is showing you and all that make you want to take your life. Your opinion, your ideas, and everything matters. It matters. I give praises to God. I don't need the preacher to hype me up. I know when I look back at what I've been through, I can't do nothing but say, man, thank you, God. Some people say, well, how can he talk about God and cuss? That's your mentality. When Jesus was called them people hypocrites, you don't know, that's been changed into the Anglo-Saxon. Because he used to say it like this. He'd be like, he'll break it down to me, and then he'd look at me, you hypocrite. You don't know what he was calling them. But you got these Puritans. They want to tell me. I have a relationship with my God, and I don't go on religion, but like they've told me, this one strength, I really don't speak on it, but I believe in the spiritual God who gave me his son as salvation. That's my belief. Am I religious? No. I don't make nobody make me feel guilty about paying the tithes when I can help people around my corner and that's hungry and everything. There's my tithes, because the Lord said, so my people can eat. That's why I got bread and everything. You know what I'm saying? You need to help with the gas bill. That's me paying my tithe. I don't need no preacher to tell me to give my neighbor a high five. I see my neighbor anyway. What's up with you? High five. You think about what you've been through. Like Mike said, he was over in Desert Storm. Knowing they have him in the front line. What said Waldo Eman? I have to ask him later on what that means. He defines that. But we all should have some type of spiritual understanding. I have to thank God for me. Hey, what's up, Sherry? Sherry called him, hey, Roy. What's up, Sherry? She out there in Seattle. No matter what, though, I tell me, I had to thank God. I've been through a lot, and I'm still here. Do I do it like the shiny suits who's up there? Hey, Lord, 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 Lord. I be like, man, let them women and children be in that church. You bring your ass outside and help dig this trench. Help fight this war. I'm a soldier in the army of. Next thing you know, they pow, pow. Oh, Lord, have mercy. What? I I seen them in Los Angeles, wouldn't even have church service in the evening time. I asked man, I said, when is going to have church service? You don't have night service? He said, oh, no, man. Not with the way these gangs be acting. I'm like, okay. He said that, whatever that neighborhood was, they was bigger than God. Because I was taught don't fear no man, because he can only destroy your body. But only fear God, who can destroy your body and your soul. And believe me, there is somewhere soul. And Woe said that means, when he said Waldo E, man, he said it means thank you, man. He said, thank you, man. That's what Waldo E meant. That's a native language. Waldo Eman was the Native Americans. Means thank you, man. So once again, it's come to the end of my show. Everybody knows my symbol. From my heart, my prayers to God for all of y'all. God bless you. Roy Auntie's out of here.